Hi everyone, good evening. This is one of our Birthing Bonds session. Hello everyone, Birthing Bonds session again. Just waiting for Prachi to come online. Hello guys. Today we are having a session on baby wearing and pediatric sleep coaching with Prachi from Snugbub. Just waiting for her to come online and waiting for more people to join too. Hello Jyoti. Just having some technical issues. Yes, Prachi. Hi guys, hi guys. Today we are having a session on
Hi.
baby wearing. Just waiting. Hi Prachi.
Hello all. So good to be here.
Thanks for joining, Prachi. Just waiting for a minute
Sure, sure.
for more folks to join in. So there's always a last minute confusion. It always happens in all
Yes.
the lectures.
Some technical issues, something, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start off now. Hi guys, this is the Birthing Bonds session. This is the fourth one that we are having in this series. So this is mainly for all moms, mainly to give information on birthing, lactation, and mindful parenting. So today we are having a session on baby wearing and also pediatric sleep coaching. We will try to touch upon that too with Ms. Prachi. She is the founder of Snugbub Connect, which is a mom's community dealing with a lot of questions on motherhood and people trying to find their way in this big motherhood.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so Prachi and her team offer their support to a lot of moms, I think on their website, through WhatsApp groups. I know a couple of friends who like really vouch for Snugbub Connect. So
I'm so
yeah, they are
glad.
really happy, with the kind of support, because you get a lot of information now, Prachi, to be frank, but like genuine and trusted information is really difficult to
Yes,
get by, especially with respect to children, isn't it? So can you hear me, Prachi?
I can now. Yes.
Okay, all right. So Prachi, welcome to this show today, and please, if you can tell us a little bit about yourself first, and then we'll get into baby wearing and pediatric sleep coaching.
There was some problem. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, tell me. I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So no, I was just saying, if please tell us a little bit about yourself and your family,
Right,
and how
right, right.
Snugbub started. Yeah.
Yeah. So me, my husband, and we have 5-year-old twins now. And it
Nice.
had been, it was a crazy journey, you can imagine, because in pregnancy, though we attended, all these fancy childbirth classes or, pregnancy classes as they call it, uh, very few classes, I would say, really slow down what is needed. And I was a lost mom, and that's how I started my struggle with basic things like there's something someone called as lactation consultant, or there's something called as baby wearing, kangaroo mother care. And it was a rough learning journey, but quite a fulfilling one.
Mm.
And the moment I was able to understand the benefits it had to offer, especially baby wearing, because being in a nuclear
Mm.
setup, it was a boon for us. It helped us
Mm.
do things which we love to do, and the idea just sprouted from there that I would love other moms, other parents to experience this and just help them make this journey more enjoyable and easier.
Mm. Okay.
That is
Nice,
that is
nice.
the whole. Yeah.
So you have twins, you had told me, Prachi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So how would you baby wear one in the front, one in the back? So is that also possible?
Right. So initially, my son was a very low birth weight baby. So he was around 1 kg when he was born. So for a few months,
Mm.
I used to wear him more often than my daughter, because and she's one unicorn baby. Like, she used to sleep quite well. So luckily, I was able to
Mm.
dedicate that time he needed for his care. But once they were both stable, and so around 6 7 months, I did start tandem carrying them, front back, or
Mm.
hip carry, so one on this, one on this side. So it was fun. I loved exploring tandem carry as well, because it gave me the freedom to just step out whenever I wanted. And
Okay.
strollers, yes,
Mm.
I did have these fancy strollers as well, but not all babies love them. So especially around six
Okay.
7 months plus, they have this stranger anxiety, and not all babies are comfortable being there for a long time. So that really helped a
Mm.
lot, tandem carrying
Mm.
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Okay. I first thought that we can just have a little bit of information on Snug Burp. So
Yeah.
how does it operate, Prachi, and what
Right.
is it that you guys do? And yeah,
Right.
if you could just let us know.
It Sure. So it's completely out of passion. So that is how it started, just to spread knowledge to start with. So now, where 4 years plus, as of now, what we have on offer is we provide one-on-one baby wearing and sleep consultations. We have a very good support group. I'm just saying it's good because, yeah, I believe it's good. And we only provide evidence-based information, and which is something not really, okay, I feel this is what it is, but it's actually evidence-based plus reinforced by experienced moms. So one is
Mm.
support group, one is one-on-one consultations, and then we
Mm.
organize a lot of events as well for mothers, especially around baby wearing, to make them
Mm.
feel empowered, like baby wearing
Mm.
lake
Mm.
walks, baby wearing treks, and all of such things, baby wearing workouts,
Okay.
and such
Mm-hmm.
educational workshops like baby wearing workshops and so on.
Nice, nice. Okay. And
Right,
how does it operate? At least my friends, used to tell me it's mainly on you have like a WhatsApp connect. You also have,
right,
experts in your group who connect even
right,
on an
right.
individual basis.
Right. So we are a group of, the WhatsApp group basically is run by 10 moms who are,
Mm,
who professionally work closely with mothers or children. Like, I
mm,
focus on baby wearing and pediatric sleep coaching. But, though
mm,
I'm a pediatric sleep coach, my, area covers a lot of other things, which is food, behavior, and so many things.
mm,
Then we have a very
mm,
good lactation consultant. Then we have someone who is a periodontist. We have
mm,
someone who
mm,
is a early childhood educator. So we have such varied moms with varied backgrounds, staying in different
mm, mm,
family setups and countries, and
mm,
that just really helps us to add value to the table, because each family
mm.
is unique and each situation is unique. But that's how where we try to bring in those different experiences and add value and support new mothers in whatever way we can.
Nice, nice. Yeah. Like I was telling you, there is
Hmm.
a lot of information on the net, but to have like a genuine deep
Yeah,
connecting, especially once you're pregnant and even when you're expecting and
yeah,
a new mother
yeah,
is like really, really important.
true.
Uh, so, uh, so yeah. So one of the most often questions that I get, I have my son is now 5 years old, but baby wearing for me was like really
Nice.
a very beautiful journey, I would say, just like breastfeeding, because we were also attached to our baby carrier. So I had a boba. So boba had, I think, was introduced in India that time. I'm not sure whether they are there now, but and it was also the
Yeah.
time where Indian folks were getting into developing baby carrier brands.
Your
So
voice is
we really
breaking,
really
Shamala.
loved it. Yeah. So now it's okay.
Hello?
Is it okay now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now it's better.
Actually, I
Yes.
think your connection is a little intermittent. Are you connected to the Wi-Fi?
Yes, yes. It is a Wi-Fi connection only. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
So, okay.
yes.
So yes, you were talking about your experience
So
as, baby
yeah,
wearing
so
experience.
we used to, and we go a lot outdoors. We do birding, we walk, like, we do a lot of stuff. So we were really happy, and we could do anything with baby wearing. Just wear him to sleep. Um, Again, I think the connection is going.
Now I can
So
again
let
see
me
you.
also check my connection. Mine is also on Wi-Fi. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, so we found the journey
Yes.
very good. In
Right.
fact, we used to baby wear him initially before the carrier. I used to tie him in a sari. So that's what I found very comfortable. Like we used to, there was a method shown on YouTube, and we used to wear him that way. And then we ultimately bought boba. So one of the most common questions I get, Prachi, is with respect to when to start baby wearing.
Yes.
Mm,
Yeah. Tell me. I
yeah.
think we are
So
back.
one of the most,
Uh,
yeah, I was just telling that I used to wear my son even in a sari. You
yeah.
find
Yeah.
it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So one of the most common questions is when to start baby wearing. So at what
Right.
age
Right.
can a mother start baby wearing? And
Right.
are different carriers different, in with respect
Right.
to
Right.
baby wear? Yeah.
Absolutely. So, ideally, you can start right from day one. And having said that, it's important you know where and how to start because the most I would say a newborn, perfect newborn carrier, would be, in my opinion, wraps or a ring sling because they just blend with the body, right? So the baby is just so comfortable. So there's no changing of posture for the baby. So if you see newborns are very froggy legged, so it's easier to just blend with blend the fabric around them, so there's no way we are trying to change their position. So wraps are really amazing, ring slings are really great to start with, but if you're starting that
Okay.
early, which is great, but definitely seek good guidance and good help so that you are confident, so you know how to do things in the right way.
Hmm.
Because what I've observed many times with new mothers or new parents is they're not confident in handling the baby itself, and that's very normal and natural. But when you
Yeah.
have that
Hmm.
help in telling you how to do that, hand holding you in the process, then it just becomes so
Hmm.
smooth, like the whole journey becomes
Hmm.
quite smooth.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yes, having the
So,
right guidance is important.
okay. So different carriers, Prachi. So
The
how do
types, yeah.
they? Yeah. So do they have different sizes, and what are the most
Right,
available now? I mean, what are the brands? So we did run,
right.
ask mums yesterday in our own community as
Yeah,
to
yeah,
what are the brands they are aware of. So
yeah,
most ones
yeah.
were Anmol and Colcol, Soul Slings.
True.
Yeah. So there were a few more
Yeah, yeah.
others.
I'll just touch upon
Yeah,
that.
so do all of them support newborn? And is it better to go for a structured carrier at a certain
Right,
point of time, or
right,
is it better to go with a sling? So
right.
if you could, yeah.
Sure. So broadly speaking, there are about five types of carriers which are commonly available. I would
Hmm.
say, so if we have to categorize, we have wraps, Medai, ring sling,
Hmm.
bucket carrier, and onbu himo. So out
Hmm.
of these, onbu himo is a toddler carrier, or for suited for bigger babies. So even if we take that out of the sequence for newborns, We have wraps, medai, buckled carriers, and ring slings. So to start with, I always suggest go for wraps for the obvious reasons. But yes, for the convenience factors or where you have other caregivers in the family who love to wear the babies. In that case, the buckled one becomes more convenient. So while I would say the wraps or the medais or the ring slings have that nice snug feeling, buckled carriers have the convenience factor which has the upper hand. So, take a call depending on what situation you are in, or, you can also rent a carrier, see if that is suiting your needs, or probably rent it out for, say, 6 months. And, so having a bucket carrier, I would say, is a good addition, especially if you love to travel, if you go out often, if you have other caregivers in the family who love to, try out baby wearing. In that case, just to add that convenience of carrying, a bucket carrier is a good addition. Now,
Okay.
whether they can be used from a newborn stage, so I would say there are a few models which are newborn plus, which is I would say 3.5 kg plus. There are a few models which are 5.5 kg up, and some are 7 kg up. But
Okay.
this weight is a very I would say vague category, a vague benchmark. So go with how the baby is fitting than whether you have met the criteria of the weight criteria. Um,
Okay.
so one is that. So it depends on really at what time are you starting to baby wear to
Okay.
decide which buckle carrier you
Hmm.
need. And
Hmm.
also there are few buckle carriers who provide all sorts of positions, whereas few don't support them. So when we talk about different positions, we have front face in, front face out, hip and back. So not all models will support that. So you'll have to take a call based on that as well.
Hmm.
In terms
Hmm.
of brand, there are some amazing Indian brands out there. And why Indian brands? Because the fabrics, the choice of fabrics is really it's suitable for the Indian climate, the weather and everything. So, and these are all ASTM tested, the names which I'll be taking now. So you don't have to worry about the safety aspect as well. So, just to name a few, we have Soul, Anmol, Kol, Cookie.
Hmm.
We have Almitra. So these Easy Feel. We have Cuddle and Care. So these are few brands which are commonly available and really good. Like the quality and the usage, everything is really nice when it comes to
Hmm.
Indian brands. Now, while we are
Nice.
talking about baby wearing, it's important I clarify that this is about ergonomic baby wearing and not the
Hmm.
carriers which are not ergonomic. So,
Hmm.
what is ergonomic is when you hold the baby in the hands, the carrier is able to mimic the same position, which we call as the M shape. So the legs and the bum form a M shape, if you're able to visualize. So
Yes. Yes. Yes.
when we are able to achieve that, and the baby is like as good as godi mein lena, what we call it.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
when the baby is seated like that, that is what we called as ergonomic. So yes,
Okay.
these are the brands which I told which make ergonomic carriers in India.
Ergonomic carriers, because
Yeah,
there are other carriers too available, right? Anywhere you do get
true,
carriers. And
true,
what
true.
price range do they usually come in,
Right,
Prachi, of
right,
these carriers?
right. So you have wraps and all starting right from 2.5. Then it's like sari shopping, there's no, you can just explore what you like, what fabric you like, and it goes on till 10K or so, depending on the
Okay.
choice of fabric and all the settings or whatever features you want it.
Okay. Great.
But
Okay.
the other flip side is these carriers go on for a good 2.5 years, which is amazing, I would say. So, once you
Hmm.
invest in a carrier, you really don't have to change the carrier until, the kid outgrows the stage.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that way you are really, it's worth it, I would say.
Yes, yes, definitely. So that's what I keep telling a lot of my friends that investing in a good baby carrier is like probably one of the
Yes,
good
yes,
investment for you yourself,
yes,
once you have a
absolutely.
baby.
It's a must have.
Uh, yeah, yeah. So when we are talking about this, right, about different careers that are there and all that. So you
Yeah,
also told me that you run various type of various libraries in different
yes,
cities, Bangalore,
yes, yes.
Pune, and another, I
Yeah,
think one or two more
yeah.
cities.
Mangalore.
So
Yeah,
how do so does that also work through SnugBub Connect itself, or is the
right.
baby wearing libraries separate? Separate,
Right. So
and how do
I would
people reach
say,
out?
right. These are more, I would say these are branches. So we have Bangalore, Pune, Mangalore, and we have one in Sydney, Australia. We courier across India. So it's not necessary that you have to be in that particular city. The whole idea, sprouted because I personally felt that if I had that option, probably my choices would have been different. So I just wanted to
Mm.
extend that, to the parents and make it available to anyone, anywhere in India. And so
Mm.
how they can reach out is they could just, go to the website. There is a rental information out there. You can just fill the form, tell us about your baby's weight, months, and is there any particular choice or preference you have. So it becomes easier for us to, connect and decide what the parent caregiver needs.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
And you also have some regular meetings on baby wearing itself that you conduct
yeah.
something? Okay,
So
nice.
usually monthly ones is what we used to plan before the lockdown. So it could be
Yeah.
different in different ways. So workshops, lake walks,
Mm.
treks, or workouts. So there are different
Mm.
ways in which we try to,
Mm.
yeah. And
Mm.
so majority in Bangalore, Pune, a couple of them in Mangalore ever since we started the Mangalore library. But I think
Mm.
that was a real good platform for parents to connect with each other and to feel that, because unless you
Mm. Mm.
experience the magic of baby wearing, you would not be convinced probably, especially when you have people around you who would scare you like, oh, your baby will become clingy, and what's this, why can't you carry your
Yeah.
baby in your arms, and such things, where already there's so much negativity around you. It
Okay, we lost you a bit, but yeah, it's back now. So, Prachi, yeah, we've talked about how we can, go about choosing the right carrier for the baby. So, to sum up, what would you say? I mean, just with respect to the benefits, like, of course, comfort to the baby, closeness to the baby. I think what it gives to the baby is like immense, and even for the parents it's a lot
Yeah.
of like for multitasking, especially like you said with a nuclear family, or if you have twins, it helps a lot. But what would be the what are the benefits, would you say, even from probably an emotional level and attachment for the child?
Right. So I just lost you somewhere in the middle, but I think I got your point. I'm just trying to talk around that. So I always tell parents that touch is as important for the baby as food is. We usually focus on the second part, but we totally
So
neglect.
your mic, can you get it closer to you?
Okay, let me try this. Is it better?
Yeah, it's better now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was saying, we usually take food very seriously when it comes to babies. But for babies, touch is as important as food, and we just tend to, ignore, or rather, we tend to feel, oh, my baby has to be independent super soon, But it's a
Mm.
gradual process, is what we have to understand. So it's the need
Mm.
for the baby and not want. So when
Correct.
it's a need, when you look at it as a need, then the whole perspective changes. Then you feel that, yes, I need to do this, and then it gets like you don't feel that burden. Oh, I have to carry my baby. Am I spoiling my baby? And all those things. So they just outgrow it naturally. Like, if, for example, a very simple example is a baby holds the furniture when the baby is trying to stand up or trying to take little steps, and in a couple of months the baby just doesn't need any support anymore. It's something like that, so the baby is trying to hold on to the parents till the time he's emotionally, physically ready to step away and be on its own. So you just need to give the babies a little bit of time to reach that level.
Yeah, understand. Okay. Yeah. So, are there any common mistakes that you find parents
Yeah.
making while wearing the baby or maybe choosing the career?
Yeah, yeah. The very first mistake, or it's I don't think it's wrong, but what happens is, first thing when they look up baby wearing, let me check on Amazon. So you get something right from 500, and they feel like, why do I have to spend so much, like 5K, and here I'm getting something for 500. That thought just leads them on the wrong way. Like, then they want to try it out. Okay, kya hota hai, let me see. Anyways, I don't intend to carry my baby for long. And when you choose the wrong carrier in the first place, or if you are wearing the baby in the wrong way in the first place, that's when the baby will show the signs that it hates it. And then you feel, oh, probably baby wearing is not my cup of tea. And my baby loves freedom, my baby loves to look around, my baby doesn't like to be constrained to a place. But the real reason behind it, if we dig deep, that it most probably is the wrong type of carrier or the wrong way of wearing it. So many times, and even people feel like, why do I have to go to an educator, just to tell me how to carry my baby? So I would say,
Correct.
just leave the ego aside. We all have been through this, and it's it's always good to take help, and when you know that, this is how I have to wear, you're sorted for the next 2 3 years. You don't need that support anymore. So I would say,
True.
little bit of help, little bit of investment in the initial months when you are planning to buy a carrier is definitely a good thing than making mistakes, investing in the wrong things, doing things in the incorrectly, and making the baby go through all this mess. And basically, it just gets more organized if you seek help, if you choose the right carrier.
If you choose the right career.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
there's
So
no
yeah,
problem in DIYing also. There are plenty of videos on YouTube where you can wear with a sari, but at least get a fit check done. At least get it verified if you're doing is correct. So it just
correct.
gets
Yeah,
easier for you to manage.
true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I think you should be willing to just invest that a little amount so that you're set for the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
And
Um,
one more thing is, all the myths around it. Like, as I already mentioned, that the baby will become clingy, and the milestones will be
yeah,
delayed, and there's so many different things that people get to hear when it comes to baby wearing. But it's not something new. Baby wearing has been in this world for a long time, and we have like Jhansi Ki Rani. We have even now so many, like, northeastern states where baby wearing is a practice that is still continuing. A lot of African countries, and even if you go in the Western countries, you now will see that baby wearing is so common and accepted.
hmm. So I have seen even in farming communities, a lot of them wear their babies and they do their work. It's
Yeah,
quite
yeah, yeah,
and they usually do it with just a piece of cloth or a dupatta,
correct,
and they
correct.
are so comfortable because it's been there in their tradition for so long,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
no one questions them as such,
Yes,
while
and they
doing
have
their
been
work.
seeing that, like, it's
Yes,
normalized.
yeah, it's just a normal part of life for a mother.
True, true.
Um, so, when it comes to seeking support, Snugbub is one avenue. So, are there any
Right,
more baby wearing groups on
right,
Facebook or
right,
on Instagram that
right,
moms can connect to?
right. So each city, so there is a group called Baby Wearing India on FB, or Wrap Your Baby, where you can find out if there is a local, educator in your city, and you will get a list there. Otherwise, there most of us now are especially, providing online support, so you can seek that. Few brands as well, provide baby wearing support nowadays. So all these, avenues you have when it comes to seeking support. And as I say, it's always important that your wavelength matches with the person you are seeking support from. And that will give you the max what you're looking for. Like, when for example, when you choose a doctor, you go to one who you feel is able to connect with you. It could be a gynac or pediatrician.
Yes,
It's something
correct.
similar, because these are things, when it comes to babies, we not just focus, okay, baby wearing XYZ done. So we talk a lot. It, when it comes to a baby, there are a lot of things involved around it, and it's important you are able to connect with the educator, so you can get maximum support you need from there.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, folks, anyone has any questions, please to type it in the chat window. We'll address it at the end of the session. So, Prachi, yeah, about baby wearing, and one more thing I told you also, I found very interesting on your profile is pediatric sleep coaching. That's probably the
Yeah.
first time I've come across a word as pediatric sleep.
Right.
Yeah, so I think it's many of us have problems with children, our children's
Right.
sleep. Okay, so one thing
Correct.
that we followed was, I think babies probably don't have a pattern till about 3 months after they're
Yeah.
born,
Yeah.
but after that they do try
Yeah.
to get into a routine, and if parents are also
Rhythm.
like
Yes.
try to set them, it does
Yeah.
happen. But
Yeah.
also there are a lot of parents facing issues, right?
Right.
Baby not sleeping in the night, and
Yeah.
getting sleeping in the
Yeah.
morning, things like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, if you could throw some light on actually
Sure.
what
Sure.
it means first, and how do you
Right.
help in it?
Right. Right. So, when it comes to sleep, you again cannot look at it in a standalone way. So, what impacts sleep is, so many other factors that happen during the day. For example, food, it could be feeds, like food or feeds if the baby is small. What is the kind of exposure the baby is getting, physical, sensory, or behavioral. How is the, environment at home? Is it too dark? Is it too light? Is it too bright, noisy? All these small things which impact sleep. So what happens is, especially in cases where babies are, more active at night and sleeping during the day, it,
Hmm.
majority of the times it can be fixed by modifying the way your day is structured, so helping them set the circadian rhythm, so so that the hormonal balance is set well. So you offer more sunlight during the day, give more exposure to the baby. It could be in an age appropriate manner, if they are very young babies, you can just wear them and step out for a walk, say half an hour in the morning, in the evening half an hour. So
Hmm.
this will help regulate their body clock. So till until 3 months they are not capable, they don't produce their own melatonin, which is the hormone which
Okay.
induces sleepiness. And
Okay.
so till then, they do get indirectly from mother's milk. And
Oh,
one
no.
another
Okay.
tip I would like to give here is, if you are an expressing mother, like if you are expressing milk and offering, uh, always offer the night time or evening time expressed milk to your baby when it comes to the bedtime. So the
Hmm.
tryptophan, which is the precursor to melatonin, flows into your baby. It helps
Okay.
inducing
Hmm.
sleepiness. So
Okay.
doing these few tweaks, which are very natural, where they are not crossing the biological boundaries, and working around in those boundaries in an age appropriate manner, keeping the child
Hmm.
as a focus, but at the same time not ignoring the needs of other family members. That is very important. So
Hmm.
that's how I focus my practice. So I try to be as holistic as possible, keeping all the aspects in view and consideration,
Okay.
and being
Okay.
also gentle, with the baby.
Mm. But again, so do you feel there are some again mistakes that parents make with respect to sleep? I
Hmm.
mean, we
Right.
hear so many theories of how you can make the baby
Yeah,
sleep. Some of it
right,
is,
right.
I'm not sure whether it comes under pediatric sleep coaching, but even making the baby sleep separately or co-sleeping, and
It
is this
absolutely
is
does.
that also addressed, and what is the approach that you
Absolutely.
usually recommend?
Right. So, yes, everything sleep is covered when it comes to, sleep coaching. Uh, if you are a new, in case of babies less than 6 months, if we have to focus on that, um, in otherwise also co-sleeping, bed sharing is great. If you are breastfeeding and bed sharing, you are like sorted, because you can just lie down and nurse. It just gets easier to tackle the
Hmm.
nighttime, wake ups. But otherwise also common mistakes, if I have to list a couple of them, are, many parents feel that whatever has been done is the way, and not being open to learning new things. For example, we in India, we have been all, traditionally people use those jhulas, that cloth
Hmm.
thing which is
Yeah,
tied from one
yeah,
end to the other.
yeah.
So while it has been in the culture, it has been followed, it's not a safe sleep surface for the baby. So which gets ignored a lot of times. And then what happens is, if the baby is once used to that, uh, when the baby starts rolling over, then the whole transition, okay, now what I can do, because it's now I can see that it's not safe. Then the whole transition becomes so difficult, because the baby is used to being like that. Or
Hmm.
things like using mosquito repellents, and not then you see that the baby's not comfortable, demanding to be fed. So there could be reasons beyond just the baby. So it's not a design fault in the babies. We have to figure out what's wrong. So many a times that is also a reason. Then using those pillows, thinking my baby's head will have some weird shape, so generally the pillows
Hmm.
are used, but which
Hmm. Hmm.
ideally should not be, because babies,
Hmm.
they don't need pillows, like, if they yeah. So do small things like that, or using blankets, loose beddings around, which again is a security concern. So instead, I always suggest, put the baby in layers if you feel it's cold. So have the baby, get the baby into more layers if it's cold, than having a blanket
Okay.
around. So simple
Okay.
things like these.
Okay.
And a lot of myth around, I should feed my baby before the sleep so that the baby sleeps longer, or I need to bottle feed, or give formula to the baby so that the baby sleeps longer. But these are all myths. Or I have seen some cases where xyphal, nutmeg, yeah. So
Hmm.
and I don't blame the parents. It's because just struggling to find the right answer. It's bound to happen that you go wrong somewhere. So I'm not blaming the parents, but these are the common mistakes that happen. you know uh,
Hmm.
Giving nutmeg mixed with milk or something to the baby so that they sleep longer. So these are not really
Hmm.
safe solutions to get this baby sleep. And
Okay.
having the baby feed more actually has adverse effects. Like, for example, if we stuff a good buffet and we come and directly sleep, we have that uncomfortable feeling,
Too
or
heavy.
we feel we feel
Yeah.
bloated. So that is what happens even with the babies, but multifold. And then you're
Hmm.
wondering, oh, what went wrong.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, there are many days, you can't sleep because you stuffed yourself. Yeah, that's what usually
Yeah.
happening. But that is again another
Right.
mystery for many parents, that as to when is the baby
Yeah.
full. So that is something
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
every mom tries to
that's
tries
what
to figure out. So
that's what
again, Prachi, so from your own experience and your own journey as a educator in baby wearing and sleep
Right.
coaching, any
Right.
any story, anything funny, or any personal story of your client, which you
Yeah.
think is important to share? Anything you
Yes.
remember, or in your own self, when you're doing baby wearing, is there any incident that you
Yeah.
really really remember?
There are many, but I would, because this is important, I would like to share one thing. So a mom came to me and she said, I'm fed up with the sleep and I need some help. And when I was asking her question, I came to know that the baby was doing amazingly well. The baby was healthy, happy, active. And when I saw that the doctor had, prescribed safe sleep medicine, and when I went and checked, it was actually a sedative. So, these things I have been seeing very commonly these days, which I wanted to share with moms, that please, before administering anything to the baby, please double check that, what it is, probably from another doctor or somebody you feel, can give you a proper guidance.
Correct.
So that is one
Mm.
thing. Funny thing in the sense, I have been, when I used to tandem carry, like there used to be people like staring, oh, what is this woman has gone crazy, and should I help you, they would come. I was like, no, I'm good. So uh, so these are some funny things. And
Mm.
yeah, and one thing I missed to tell you was a huge benefit of baby wearing is mobile nursing. So
Mm.
if you parents, if your moms are able to unlock that, just practice a little
Mm.
bit, try to mobile nurse while baby wearing, and your life is sorted. So you won't
Yeah.
be looking at any, closed enclosure, or is there a feeding room. You will not
Mm.
have any such questions. You'll be just
Mm.
liberated to feed anywhere,
Mm.
anytime.
True, true. So for me, something that I personally loved is, of course, my husband also used to wear my son, but even my
Yeah,
dad used to wear him, So I
yeah.
used to be so very excited once our carrier came. So even my dad used to wear him. So that is
So
something that
nice.
I will always cherish, actually. Yeah.
Right.
So there is one question. Let me just
Yeah,
just
yeah.
reach this. So can we do bed sharing with the newborns for the whole night, or should we need to use a cradle?
You can. It's amazing. So we called it um, breastfeeding and breastfeeding and bed sharing as like the best combination you can have. So however, just check for safe sleep, recommendations, in the sense no loose beddings. The parents need to be
Mm,
sober, and always the baby should not be in between two adults. So that is
mm.
something you can, you have to just check on what are the sleep bed sharing recommendations, you and then you are good to go.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay. And
Yeah.
guys, again, any more questions, please ping on the chat window.
Yes.
Prachi, how we are almost, getting on to the end. So, what is the
Yeah.
advice that you would give to? Okay, there is one more
Yeah.
question. Let me just address that first. How can we be guided on baby wearing in this COVID times? Also, I have heard that the baby's head is stable around 3 months. It's better not to baby wear. Is that true?
No, that's not true. So you can baby wear right from day one, as I said, but seek proper guidance. As I already mentioned, you can, depending on which city are you in, you can check if you have somebody close by. If not, most of us are providing online consults as well, or you can rent a carrier and try it out. That's also possible, where you don't really have to connect. You just have to take something on rent, try it out, and take a call accordingly.
Okay,
So that
nice.
would be
Okay, so
also a good
everything
option.
is done online itself, right? So that's not a
Yes,
problem.
yes, yes.
Okay, nice.
Hmm.
And yeah,
Yeah.
so what is one of the most important or essential advice you would give to expectant moms and even moms?
Yes.
One
Yes.
on baby wearing, and
Yeah.
second even on sleep.
You're right. Uh, Combined advice, if I can give, I would be saying
Yeah.
that please try to read your baby. Just spend some time. Try to read your baby and get your baby's cues, early cues, so you are able to understand the baby well, what the baby needs when. That will
Mm,
solve all your feeding questions, sleep questions, baby wearing. Is the baby, how much time should I baby wear? Ask your baby, the baby will tell you. And is the baby ready for a nap? Should I check the time? No, please read your baby, try to read your baby. So these
mm,
are the few things. So once you're able to read the baby's cues, things become much more easier to,
Hmm.
because the
Okay.
baby language is so confusing, because we tend to, um, uh, we are like thinking, oh, why is the baby crying? A, B, C, D, E reasons. But once you are able to tune in with your baby, you will be in a much better position to
Hmm.
translate the
True.
baby's.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's very important. Even I feel like, parents, kind of like you said, tune in into their baby, and I also think it starts off with things like that bond, make the bonding, better. Like
Yeah,
even breastfeeding and even baby wearing, all of
yeah,
this kind of helps
yeah,
to
yeah,
understand your baby better. More time you spend and more
definitely,
time, even co-sleeping and everything. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so, how do they reach out to you, Prachi? So, through what are the modes in which they can reach out to you?
Sure. So we have a FB page, SnugBub Connect. We have a website, www.snugbub.co.in. We are there on Insta. You can leave us a message anywhere comfortable.
Nice, nice. Okay. So, folks, we're
Yeah,
nearing the end
we
of
are
this
at,
session.
yes.
So, I have drilled Prachi on a lot of things.
Oh
So,
no, it was
thanks,
a pleasure.
Prachi. So, it was really, really informative. So, I do hope that the mums in our community, also think about baby wearing, and because of the
Yeah,
immense benefits that it gives.
of course. Yeah,
So this video, we would be putting it up on our IGTV.
yeah,
And you guys can always reach out to Prachi either through Snugbub Connect, or even on her personal Instagram or Facebook
yeah,
page.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, Prachi, if you
It
would
was
want to
lovely
say
being
anything.
here. Thank you so much, Shambhala.
Thank you.
And
Thanks,
I
Prachi, for
hope,
your time.
you all found it useful.
Thanks. Definitely, everyone found it useful because there are a lot of, like you said, there are a lot of myths on baby wearing. It is quite common, but
Yeah,
no one has a
yeah,
complete understanding of it. So
yeah,
yeah, we
yeah.
definitely found it useful. There's no doubt
Great.
about that.
I'm glad.
Thanks a lot, Prachi. Okay,
Thank
talk
you.
to you
Thank you so
soon.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.